The Morgan Report with David Morgan. Discover how to build and protect your wealth at themorganreport.com.
David Morgan for themorganreport.com for the week ending 19 May 2023. I'm here on the landing page just to point out a few things. Don't forget to sign up for the free newsletter. And that's about all I want to say on that. The main area to come to on the site is the blog. And you can see there's a lot of stuff here. There's a little bit of ads over here. I am an affiliate, or I should say an ambassador for Load. Affiliate with Onex. And here's all the other social media, YouTube. I want to point out something here, is there's a search box here. So I already have Crypto Conspiracy. You hit the little icon there. So there's been 30 episodes on this. And you can go all the way back to the beginning, obviously. And if you had a lot of time or were on a binge, you might listen to them all. I would suggest go all the way back. I'd say episode probably 4 is probably the first most important. Secondly, I'd say number 14, with Kurt Wuckert. So I'll leave it there for now. And quickly, we do consultations. The rate and everything, how to do it is here. You can do it over the phone. You can schedule online. And premium members do get half price on the consultations. Well, let's get into it. This is from Bullion Vault. Gold price drops 25 from 2000 as U.S. quote-unquote set to avoid debt default. Now, this has gone back and forth. We're still up in the air on that. Gold's reacting, but really not violently one way or the other. It's showing that that whole situation is unsettled or unknown at this point in time. And this has probably been talked about or published for every financial channel out there, but Warren Buffett dumped $13 billion worth of stocks, rings alarm bells over economy. Go Warren, go. He knows he knows what's happening. And his dad was actually an honest money advocate. He was a senator, by the way. That's Buffett's father. Well, let's move on to silver. This is Invez, silver price analyst, forecast as the gold-silver ratio soars. Silver price analysis, forecast as the gold-silver ratio soars. This is a interesting article, talks about how much demand there is through the sector, but really talks about China, particularly in this article. There's a chart here for price forecast. You can see we're outside the channel that they've drawn. This is on a pretty long-term basis. But regardless, almost everyone from Citibank saying silver would be the best investment in a currency crisis, or words to that effect. And Bank of America coming out favorably with an article on silver. Pretty interesting what's going on in the mainstream financial media to even mention silver. It gives me a pause to think, what's really going on behind the scenes? And I think what's really going on is a much tighter market than the price would indicate. I know I've said that before, but we have more indicators as well.
There is nothing more critical to your financial future than a sound money system. This is the premise of the Morgan Report. To understand where you are going, you need to know where we've been and why our current monetary system is crumbling like a house of cards. More importantly, you need to know how to build and preserve your wealth even in these uncertain market conditions. You need a strategy that will protect whatever amount of savings you have now. We are going to witness the greatest transfer of wealth that has ever occurred in recorded history. Will you be in when it happens or sitting on the sidelines wondering what just happened? Join our free email list at themorganreport.com. Become informed, awake, and aware.
And going back to Bullion Vault, another great article on the 12th. Silver rebounds from a $2 plunge, gold near record Friday finish. So, both the metals move up and down. They always will until there's a new system or their monetary system is based on them or something. Regardless, both got hit, been silver harder than gold, which is always the case. When they go down, silver goes down harder. When they go up, silver usually goes up, at least in a bull market. And I do believe we have reestablished a bull market. We'll take a quick look at the platinum market. Mining MX, South African platinum supply fell 14% in the first quarter, giving rise to the World Platinum Investment Council's forecast of a 1 million ounce platinum deficit. 1 million these days actually means very little, I think, to most of you, but 1 million ounce deficit wouldn't be much in gold or silver. but in platinum it is. Remember, platinum is 15 times rarer than gold. It's called the noble metal. So I'm going to keep it short this week. Remember, our Twitter feed, it does have the check mark here, the little blue check mark. Anything else is a scammer, and there's been several that have been scamming my Twitter, as many others have that issue as well. Regardless, that's the real deal. It's at SilverGuru22, SILVERGURU22. People like to put an extra R or an extra number, but it's got to be that or it's somebody else. So this is the best place actually to come. Most of this I post myself, and it's kind of what my thoughts are going that day. A repost of many in our, let's say, on our group. For example, here's one I reposted from Bob Coleman. Do the Happy Hawaiian. I look around, I get their feeds, and I read them. Not everything, but what I can. And we get some interesting, feedback. This is the bank fairs have only begun. This is an interview I did. It looks like a lot of people liked it. You never know. I don't want to spend too much time here on Twitter, but I want to make you aware that it's probably where I'm the most active. And according to this, there's 91,000 followers. And my YouTube channel, I think, is only at like 42,000. Regardless, that's kind of where to go if you want to know what's in the know on a short-term basis. This is David Morgan with MorganReport.com signing off. I'll be back with you next week.
What if I told you that you could go broke in less than 24 hours? That's how long it took for the Dow Jones Industrial Average to plunge by nearly 22%, losing investors billions overnight. The same happened to the FTX crypto exchange and Terra Luna stablecoin. Both crashed overnight, losing crypto investors billions. You need a strategy that will protect whatever amount of savings you have now. We are going to witness the greatest transfer of wealth that has ever occurred in recorded history, and you must understand the following. You can absolutely go broke in one day. We've been helping subscribers weather this economic mess for years. Now it's time for you to get the same insights. What really happens during a major collapse is that the wealth changes hands. You will actually benefit by looking ahead and knowing exactly how to build and preserve your wealth. Putting just 10% or 20% of your wealth into our approach could make all the difference in your financial security and peace of mind over the next few years. Discover the Morgan Report today. Visit our site at themorganreport.com.